Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. North Texas in the hurry-up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard.
There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Quick release by the QB. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And
lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, how'd I tell you, but that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
They'll try the run. Got some room in to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. North Texas in the hurry up. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mean Green.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Wiggins. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He'll throw on 3rd down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards and try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Texas.
Ready, break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quickly. That hit forced the incompletion.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
North Texas in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. Breaks into the open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Here's a quick throw out to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, North Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense defense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. And the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. What a grab with one hand. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to pass. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Buys a little time. Shoots it to the left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
It's complete on the right side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense...
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line, David Holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. The ball squirts free. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Dances away to buy time. Fires downfield. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Houston. Fitted in the window for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Handoff from the gun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're risking giving up prime field position as they go for it on makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. North Texas in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. From the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Quick completion to the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Texas.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a catch on the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Houston.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a grab for a big play. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
34, Houston, 14.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Sanford. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Caught over the middle, it's Gill. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
To the wideout.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got a man. It's Gill. There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical.
Lots of running room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Sanford. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Houston wants to play fast. Defense looks as if it's coming. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really...
Turning it on. Still on his feet. Finds a little space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Keeps looking downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Thomas. How about that elusiveness? He smashes his way through again. He's loose down the left side. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Thurman. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McGarry. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it behind the line. It's Sanford. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
The give to the back. The tap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead.
41, Houston, 22.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Extending the play. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. At midfield, he's got room. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Houston going up tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He cannot get there, it'll be fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big...
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They'll line up to go for 2. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now they'll run the draw. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Grab near the marker. It's Wheaton. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, North Texas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses getting really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Sanford. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on third down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Rides the back on the option to give.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Can't get him to the ground. There he goes. Just dismissing tackles. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. North Texas in the hurry up. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Past the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch. Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Fights off a defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
North Texas lining up, facing third and long. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Sweet cut there. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget your defense, get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
That's caught. It's Sanford. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Houston has it with a first and goal. Defense looks like they're coming. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Cougars! And the comeback is on.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Mean Green with a ton of green to cover here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Looking deep down the right side. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Houston. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
What a great individual effort here. This 2-minute situation, he makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, North Texas. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
It's caught. The 2-point try is good, and now it's a 3-point game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Sanford. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. This time it's complete. At the 35, he's open. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Good enough for a 1st down.
The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. Picked up the 1st down, and now they'll try to find a way to score.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Touchdown, Cougars! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He wants a big play here late. Reels it in down the left side. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Buying some time. He's not afraid to go deep. So close to a touchdown, but just out of bounds on the left sideline in the end zone. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it.